I'll be honest, fellas. I know this may ruffle some feathers, but MW2 is one of the most overrated Call of Duties. Now, if MW3 was never made, it'd be the most overrated. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game. I'm pretty sure it's in my top 5 favorite CODs. I really like it. But man, that game is fucked. It's definitely not as good as people say. And for people to say it's a masterpiece, it's just wrong. Like, it's literally just straight up wrong. The game is fucked. Now, let me set the premise by saying this. There's some things I look for in Call of Duty are a well-balanced meta. I like it where the guns are not super fucked. I like it well-balanced. And I know people use the argument that, oh, everything's overpowered, that makes it balanced. Listen, the game is not fucking balanced. The game's balance is damn near garbage. I look for really good maps. This map's got a couple of them, but they're not all great for sure. I mean, it's got some gems, don't get me wrong. The map selection is pretty good, but it's no Black Ops 1, it's no Black Ops 2. It's no Advanced Warfare, you feel me? And I look for really good sniper rifles, which this game has one really good sniper rifle. I don't like spamming semi-automatics. It's got the intervention, which everybody loves the intervention, and it's got the Barrett. A lot of people like the Barrett. I don't fuck with the Barrett. I don't fuck with the Barrett whatsoever. I really do not like semi-autos. I like bold actions. And I know this sounds weird because my favorite Call of Duty is Black Ops 1, and you really only have the L96 or the PSG, but the PSG is not nearly as spammy as the Barrett. I just never liked the Barrett. I've never liked it in any Call of Duty. My favorite Barrett is the EBR from IW, and that's barely a Barrett. I don't even know if it's actually a Barrett. It's like a very futuristic version of one. And also another thing that I really look for, and I also like very well balanced perk slots. Now, if you play this game, you know that you're pretty much running sleight of hand, stopping power, and steady aim. That's it. I really like, especially in this game where it's super important, but the trade-offs are just super unbalanced. The explosives in this game are out of control. So you ain't running danger close. And that's what I really hate. If you know me and you play with me, I run tac mask and flakjack in any game I can. In World War II, you had the sniping division when they came out, which was Mountain. I said, fuck that bullshit. I don't care about having aim assist whenever I ADS and hold my breath. I'm running armored. I've always ran armored in that game. I hate being stunned. I hate being flakjacked. It is absolutely brutal. And that is one of my biggest gripes with Cold War as well, is where I'm pretty sure the tac mask and the flakjack were in the same spot. I could be tripping, but I'm like 99% sure I had that issue with that game. So you just have the Holy Trinity in this game, which if you look at games like Ghost, there is no Holy Trinity in Ghost. Now, Ghost had a very unique perk selection. It went off like a bunch of points, and it had like, I think like 35 perks, maybe even more. Definitely more, actually. It had like 60. I don't know how many off dome, but and this game literally just has like 3 usable perks. I mean, everyone uses stopping power. Yeah, literally everyone uses stopping power. Now, if they remaster this game, they could fix a lot of shit. Especially with like map glitches and stuff. Remember back in the day on Fuel, whenever I had that colossal rock people hit in and it was not fixed for months, and then they fixed it and you could just glitch into another part of the rock? Yeah, and also the map is fucking awful. But back in the day when I played this game a fuckload, I mostly just played like just TDM and stuff, just fucking around with it. But when I go back and play it, man, this game is some absolute fuckery. Like, I do like it. It is super fun. And out of all the Call of Duties, it's definitely a top 3 for the most potential. It's just a super fucked game. Now, if this game came out nowadays, even with the way developers do like microtransactions and whatnot, it would be a much, much far superior game. Back in the day, developers did not really pay much attention to their game and whatnot. They just put it out maybe as some adjustments here and there. Like the DSR, people complain about the DSR. Obviously, I don't want the DSR to get nerfed whenever it did. But people complain about that forever. And it wasn't nerfed until, what, July or August of 2013 when the game came out in 2012. So that should tell you all you need to know about the way developers paid attention. And also, if this game came out, let's say they published this game and it polished up the graphics. If this game came out this year as like a fully fledged game and it played out the way it did back in 2009, no one would give a fuck about this game. Not because it's bad, but there is no content in this game. there is literally no content in comparison to nowadays. Like, if you compare this with, like, World War II, not to say that World War II is a better game or anything, but by today's standards, World War II added, what, like 30 new weapons at least? This game added maybe one, and I can't even think of that one. I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt. If we go to Black Ops 1, they did not add any. Like, they literally just added new maps. That's it. And I understand it was a standard of the era, but even like Black Ops 2, which is the most highly revered COD, as well as this one in COD 4, it added one weapon, the Peacekeeper. It's like these games would not hold up nowadays, even though, and I'm just purely talking from a content and developer standpoint, where every game nowadays has seasons, which I really don't understand that. Every game has a fuckload of DLC, microtransactions, and all this other shit. You have to have in-game events, which I'm not necessarily, even for my particular taste, I really don't give a fuck about a lot of those things. As far as like in-game events and seasons, like I don't understand why Call of Duty has seasons. It's like a big thing nowadays. It makes no sense to me. And this video is not to say that this can't be your favorite Call of Duty, but a lot of people consider this game perfect, and those people are blinded by nostalgia like a motherfucker. Because you can love this game, and you can love this game more than my beloved Black Ops 1, you can love it more than Black Ops 2, Advanced Warfare, personal games that I put ahead of this. And that's fine, but to say this game is objectively amazing is just not true. That I could easily see someone playing this and be like, wow, this game is fucked up, because this game is a troll, a literal troll. And for me, someone who gets pretty easily aggravated to video games, and then just a lot of things that aggravate me in particular, like explosives, stuns, are just like, I don't know how you can start a game, go to B flag, and then your entire team gets noob tube across the map with by one noob tube, by one explosive, and you're like, wow, that was fun, can't wait to queue up again. Like, this game definitely gets on my nerves the most out of any other COD, and I think even people that like the game will agree with it. Like, the most fucked up lobby on this game is the most fucked up lobby in the history of the Call of Duty series, 1000%. Because if you think about it, if you get into a fucked up lobby on Ghost, the reason why it's fucked up is because no one's moving, and it goes, and it's 10-7 in a TDM, and the time limit just ran out. If you go to World War II, it's the same exact thing. If you go to Infinite Warfare, you may just have people jumping around and they mash their A button into the back of the fucking controller. If you go to Black Ops 2, it's just people in the back of the map with an LSAT and a target finder. Black Ops 1, it's the Ghost Bitch, Silence Galil, Prestige 14 or 15, whatever the fuck was in that game. I mean, it's the same shit. And then in MW3, what was it? It was the Sitrep Pro nerd who just camped and then just heard you from a mile away. COD 4 is the M16 sweat. I mean, but nothing compares to a guy who's just looking up at the sky with Scavenger, one-man army, noob tube. Nothing. And that pisses me off. So as much fun as the peak of this game's, the height of this game's fun is, which may arguably be the most fun, personally for me it's not. The lows, man, it just levels it out. It literally just straight levels it out. So one lobby you could be having so much fun on like a map like Subbase, and then you get a map the next game like Fuel, and people are glitching in rocks and shooting you with noob tubes. That pisses me off, and a lot of people who haven't played the game forever tend to look past it, but I definitely don't. Now, me personally, like I said, this is top 5 Call of Duty for me. It sure as shit is not as good as people make it out to be, though. I can tell you that right now. Alright. Hopefully you guys are pissed off, and I'll see you later.